What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's Helen, okay, Casa Kerins, whatever, the matriarch. So, I am in my bedroom. As you can see, my bed is not made, whatever. I got some laundry. That's Ophelia's laundry. So, she's not even born yet, and she's got a whole basket. Oh, yay me, more laundry in this house. Well, I am coming on here to talk about something that many people have been asking me about, and I figure why not? Oh, there's a speck on my phone. You see me? Ooh. Figure why not blog about it and just tell you right off the bat. So, what have people been asking me? And it's, when's your baby shower? You got a registry? And that's wonderful that people, want to celebrate me and celebrate the child and give and whatnot. And so I was thinking, and I have been thinking for a while, am I gonna do the baby shower? Should I? I legit have nothing because after Jack, 6.5 years ago, I got rid of everything because I was done. So I had nothing. So I was contemplating. Back in June, one of my colleagues, God bless her heart, she was like, oh, when are you leaving? When I'm like, probably January 12th or something. She's like, okay, we'll do a baby shower. And I'm like, you don't have to. No. Don't you need diapers? Don't you need this? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I do. Okay, so we're going to do it. So I was like, I guess. And then I had other friends like from church and whatnot asking me, oh, so girl, where's your registry? Are you doing a shower? And I'm like, maybe. And so I started thinking around, I figured if I'm still pregnant in September, then I'll plan something. And September came and went and baby is still here. So I was like, okay, let me really start thinking this out. And I guess I've been torn on the topic because I had a shower for Kennedy. And I guess let me just go back a little bit more. I do not come from a family that has a lot of parties. And if ever you came to one of my family functions, you would see we are very dry, very okay, eat your food, not go home type of people. And I'm okay with that. And so is my husband. So my husband married into the right family. We're not big party people. We're not into, let's rent a hall and celebrate your 21st birthday. Let's have a sweet 16. Let's do this. Let's have a big wedding reception. We're not those types of people at all. So I grew up that way. And so when I got married to Brian, granted, we eloped in Las Vegas, and I would have been totally fine and content with that. But then he was like, oh, if I have a daughter, I would love to be able to walk her down the aisle. So let's have something back in Jersey, so your dad can walk you down the aisle. And I was like, okay. So we did the small wedding at like a bed and breakfast. It was really, really cute, really, really quaint. And then I'm like, you know what? That's perfect because there's no dance floor. So there's no like real reception. It's just we walk down the aisle, we say our vows, we go inside, and we have a free floating brunch. There are no formal tables where people have to sit down. There is no formal, maid of the honor or honor of the maid, whatever that junk is called. Maid of honor. I don't even know. Maid of honor has to say a speech, and the best man has to say a speech. Yeah, people spoke, but it wasn't that formal reception. And now, presenting Mr. and Mrs. Brian Kerins. It was none of that. So I was okay with it. But then, when I had Kennedy, I was like, at least once in my life, at least once. Never had a 15 or a 16 or nothing like that. Let me throw a party once just so that I can experience, booking a hall and just seeing what it feels to be like the center of attention and whatnot. So we did that with Kennedy, and I booked a local hall. And already, the conflicts with, well, this person's having their party on that day and this person's getting married on that day. And so I did a baby shower on a day where a guy from my church was getting married. He's just a whack job. Sorry. No filter, but whatever. I don't care. He was getting married. And I was like, well, he go to his wedding or come to my shower. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be upset. Just RSVP. So I booked the date because I was not going to keep like finagling the date and, well, let's do this one. And I picked the date. Okay. So I sent out the invites and I was like, let's make it Pinterest worthy. Because even though like lately, like I don't wear makeup and I don't wear anything outside of black or gray. I don't do my nails. Like I'm not Pinterest worthy right now. I like my home and my decorations and the things that I do to be Pinterest worthy. So I was like, okay, we're gonna do a white, gray, and yellow theme baby shower, and we're gonna have this beautiful elephant cake, and we're gonna have a beautiful dessert table, and I'm going to have 2 flautists come and perform for the first 45 minutes as guests arrive, so that they can come into some classical music because that is a part of me. I'm a classically trained clarinetist, so I always like having a little bit of classical music, whatever event I'm doing. So here we're planning, and we've got like the table settings, and I had an event planner, and like we really like we went in. I was like, I'm going to do this party, and it's gonna be Pinterest worthy, and hopefully I'll remember to like insert pictures as I'm talking about this. So we planned it, and it was like from 4 to 8. I booked the hall so that guests could start arriving between 4 and 4:50, give them a good 45-50 minutes. I would arrive closer to the like 5 o'clock mark so that I could make my entrance, and then party would be done around like 7, and then we'd have that last hour to just clean up and get everything out, and boom. So I invested a pretty penny. I think just the hall itself was like 2,500, and then the event planner and the souvenirs, because you can't invite people to a party and not say thank you, right? So we made the investment. I got the dress, whatever. I was feeling pretty. I was like, okay, all right, this is my first official party. Like, oh my gosh, you're gonna walk in and people are gonna clap, and it's gonna be nice. And because every time I go to other people's parties, that's what they do, right? So I get to my baby shower close to the 5 o'clock mark. I'm thinking, by now my guests are gonna be there. They would have been, having some little like hors d'oeuvres, and my flute duet was gonna be performing, and it was gonna be nice and special. And I walked in, and like nobody was there. Aside from, my immediate family, the 2 flute players, which was a former student and then one of her peers from college, the event planner, and just a few like other like people like that were helping me set up. Like those were the people that were there, and the guests were not. So I walked in thinking, I'm gonna have this like, hey, she's here moment, and I didn't. And I was so embarrassed and so pissed off. Just saying it. And I was like, see, this is why I don't like throwing these stupid parties, because they work for everybody else. They don't work for me. So it was what it was. Eventually, people started showing up late, and, they're making their entrance because they're showing up, and I'm like, hey, welcome to my party. Thanks for being here, and whatever. Made the best out of it. We had a great time. Took our pictures, the food was great. Could not complain about that. And that was it. So after I had that experience, I was like, okay, I've never had a big party. This was the first time I committed to throwing a big catered type party at a hall. So now I'm pregnant with Jack, and I'm thinking to myself, we are absolutely not doing a baby shower. I'm not going through that again. I'm not spending my money again. But also, when I was pregnant with Jack, it was a really dark time in my home. 3 deaths, struggling financially. We had Kennedy, we're pregnant with another one. It was just hard. And because my husband had transitioned, to a new job, he literally could not make it to any of my appointments, and he worked about 2 hours away from where we lived. So he would leave early in the morning, he would come home late at night, and wash, rinse, repeat. So I literally functioned like a single parent. And it wasn't because he was a he dropped the hat type of husband, he's terrible. No, it was just he was transitioning from blue collar type work to now he's in finance, corporate America, and the stress level is just through the roof. So it wasn't his fault. And again, 2 hours away. Yo, that's crazy. But he did what he had to do to provide for us. So it was a dark time. I didn't want a baby shower. I didn't want to be the center of attention. All I wanted to do was to go have Dominican food with just like a close handful of friends. It was maybe like 10 of us. We went to a Dominican restaurant. I think it was like in Elizabeth, New Jersey. Sorry, my phone was ringing. And we had the most good food. We had picadera, we had mangú, we had arroz, we had flan, we had patida de lechosa. We had everything. It was so good. And I, honest to God, was not expecting gifts. I just wanted the gift of companionship and friendship. So, but they all came with like gift cards and diapers. And I'm like, y'all don't have to do this, but thank you. So that was really, really nice. So here we are now with Ophelia, and everyone's asking me, are you doing the shower? And for a moment, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll ask my sister to rent the space at her church because it's a pretty nice space. And then we'll do this and we'll do that. And I'm starting to make the list, and my list was like 70 people. I was like, the hell? 70 people? That's a lot. And then it was going to be around my daughter's birthday. So I figured, well, why don't I do like a twofer? So I'll invite the moms and invite their daughter so we can do like a baby shower, happy birthday thing. And that's why it was like 70 people. And then I was like, well, I don't want it to be like your typical type of baby shower. I would love for there to be some type of keynote speaker that would speak into my life for inspiration and motivation. And there is this woman in my church that wrote a book. And I love her style. I love, how candid she is. She's such she has that New Yorker type of talk. Her name is Cindy Rodriguez. I love her. I will totally put her information down below. She wrote a book, and I don't know, the book is just it's like me. Like when I read the way she writes and I hear the way she speaks, I'm like, she speaks my language. And I wanted to have a shower where I would invite her and she would speak, and then, do a little bit of singing, and not your traditional type of shower. I wanted something that would feed my soul. But then I'm like, I still got to rent the space. I still got to provide food of some sort, whether it's, like hors d'oeuvre type picking food or actual buffet, go fill up your plate type food. And I'm like, do I want to make that financial investment? I don't know. So then we started cutting down the list. And then I was like, well, I have another great idea. Why don't I do a concert where it's an open baby shower for anyone who wants to come? The admission ticket is a box of diapers. You don't have to pay to come in. You just have to bring a box of diapers, right? And then I would get a band and we would sing. And then, I could kind of share my story, and that would be great. But then I'm like, do I really want to deal with booking a band? Do I really want to deal with finding an outfit, being 1,000 pounds heavy? Do I really want to be up on a stage singing when I can't even, hold my breath for 10-15 minutes just talking to the camera. Like, I'm really supposed to be on a mic singing and exerting. Like, I was tired just thinking about it. So then I was like, okay, let's do another idea. How about I invite just 20 or 25 of the most influential women in my life, and just go to like Hula Hands or a local restaurant in my town. I'll pick up the bill, and then we'll just have a really, really nice lunch. And I started, pricing out the bill, and it would have been like an investment of like $1,500, maybe $2,000, which is not that bad. But did I want to make that investment? No. So, to answer the question, are you having a baby shower? Absolutely not. No, no, no. I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want to invest money. I'm like even getting emotional talking about it. I don't want to be around people. I don't want people asking me about, what are you doing? How are you feeling? I don't want any of that. I don't want to chit chat. I don't want any of it. Oh, but you need diapers. And yeah, I need diapers. Yeah, I need wipes. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. My husband and I are definitely not where we were when we had Kennedy and Jack. Like, we're nowhere near that. And we're really grateful to God for that. We have, healthy salaries, healthy savings accounts, and whatever we need, we'll buy. And I'm frugal. You saw my last episode. Like, I bought all this baby gear and stuff that I needed, and, it was upwards of $4,000, and I've only spent $662, I think, in change. Like, I am resourceful. I am frugal. I'm not ashamed to ask. I have a Facebook group where, in my town, people give free stuff. And so I'll put posts. Hey, in search of baby clothes, in search of this. Or I'll see that people are posting, okay, giving away a free stroller. Anybody want it? Interested? And I'll PM them. Like I'm not too proud to beg. But, I have been looking for things and asking and receiving a lot of things either free or at ridiculously discounted prices. So whatever else I need, I will get. So I do have a registry. It has just like diapers on it and a few little like baby outfits, bottles, things like that. But, I'll post it. And if anybody wants to give, they can give. But to make an investment to have a formal baby shower, another formal party, I'm never doing that again. I don't want to do it. It's not how I grew up. And I hope and pray to God that I can instill that in my children. Because I just can't fathom throwing a sweet 16 party. With all due respect to all of you that have done that for your daughters and whatnot, I think that's such a waste of money. I really do. Such an absolute waste of money. I don't know. But, I want my children to be millionaires, and I'm teaching them how to invest now and how to make their money grow now and how to put their money into experiences that will, yes, bring great memories, but will also, grow the bank. So I'm hoping that I can raise Kennedy and Jack to be that way. Having parties is wonderful, but to break the bank, $5,000, $10,000, because those parties are not cheap. For what? For what? I don't know. Just not me. So I hope I answered the question. No baby shower here. I'm okay with it. I just want this baby out of my body because we are tired. We are tired. But I will see you next time. I'm going to try my best to really start uploading more frequently. The officery is almost done. What the hell is an officery? It's my nursery slash office because it still functions like my office. It's my officery. So that's almost done. So that vlog will be coming out soon. I have a few more things that I need to pick up and purchase. So maybe I'll take you on like a shopping vlog with me. You know, I really want to videotape the day of when I give birth. My husband's like, I'm not videotaping, I'm cutting your stomach. I was like, I didn't say all that, silly. But just, you know, videotape certain aspects of it so people can kind of get a sneak peek into, you know, my experience. I'm okay with sharing those kinds of things. But that's it. So with that said, I will see you next time.